Well, in this video, I'm just going to discuss quickly, the one sin that many Christians ignore. A lot of them commit it and they ignore it. It's just a sin that people seem to enjoy. They'll preach about, drinking and all this other stuff. The thing is, they ignore this one sin. It's called gluttony, overeating. And if you read, if you read this book, you will notice that gluttony is almost always mentioned with drunkenness, because gluttony is just as serious as getting drunk to God. You eat too much, it's not good for your health. But that's just us. I'm not going to give a whole explanation on why it's bad. I mean, it's in the Bible. But that's the one sin that people seem to be okay with. I remember being in church and our preacher was talking fondly of some other preacher that had recently died, weighed over 400 pounds. And everybody was talking like it was a great thing that he was 400 pounds. I'm sure the guy, because we're talking about fundamental independent Baptist church, which we always preach about sin. Because let's face it, everyone in the Bible, all the prophets, all the apostles, even Jesus, they all preach about sin. So if your preacher's not preaching about sin, you might have a problem with your preacher. But anyway, gluttony is the one sin they seem to be okay with. This guy is overweight, and I'm sure he preached about drinking too much, drinking in itself, and all this other stuff, pornography and all this stuff. But I guarantee you never say anything about gluttony, because let's face it, if you weigh 400 pounds, you're definitely not preaching about gluttony. Remember, gluttony is as much of a sin as drinking too much, drunkenness. And the Bible really never does say that drinking alcohol is a sin, just drunkenness. But I'll make a video about that later. Please like, subscribe, and leave comments however you want. Thanks. It's not going to be a long. Wasn't obviously not meant to be a long video. It's just to mention, it's just that I find it kind of funny. People ignore gluttony. They'll complain about drinking, but they're okay with gluttony. Go figure.